Welcome back to Liberty Coin USA. What if the old 1-cent coin sitting in your pocket, coin jar, or family collection could be worth thousands, or even millions of dollars? In today's video, we're exploring one of America's most famous collectible coins, the Lincoln Wheat Pennies, also known as the Wheat Cent. Minted from 1909 to 1958, this historic coin has become a favorite among collectors because of its rich history, rare varieties, and incredible auction prices. While most wheat pennies are common, a few rare examples have sold for life-changing amounts due to minting errors, low production numbers, and exceptional condition. Let's get started. First up, 1957 D Wheat Penny is one of the most recognized Lincoln wheat cents ever produced because it represents the final years of the famous wheat reverse design. Before the Lincoln Memorial replaced it in 1959, this coin was struck at the Denver Mint and carries the small D mint mark below the date on the front of the coin. Millions of these pennies entered circulation and became part of everyday life in America. Many were used for shopping, collecting, and saving in jars for decades. Today, collectors continue searching through old coin collections, hoping to discover an interesting example, because even common-looking coins can sometimes surprise their owners with hidden value, depending on condition, rarity, and special characteristics. The story of the 1957 D Wheat Penny begins during a period when the United States economy was growing rapidly after World War II. Everyday cash transactions depended heavily on 1-cent coins, and the Denver Mint worked tirelessly to produce enough pennies for circulation. The coin features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front, which was originally introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of his birth. The reverse displays two wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. This classic design remained popular for half a century and became one of the most loved coin designs in American history, making the 1957 D Wheat Penny an important part of that long tradition. One of the most interesting features of the 1957 D Wheat Penny is its composition. The coin is made primarily of copper with a small amount of tin and zinc, giving it the rich reddish-brown appearance that collectors admire when preserved well. It weighs about 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters across. Even after decades, many examples still retain clear details, including wheat stalks. The lettering and the Lincoln portrait coins that escaped heavy circulation often display sharp design elements, while rough, dusty examples may have faded surfaces, scratches, discoloration, and worn edges, yet they still remain collectible because every coin tells a story from its years in circulation. The D Mint mark is an important detail because it identifies the coin as being struck at the Denver Mint. Collectors always inspect this tiny letter carefully, since mint marks determine where coins were produced and sometimes influence collector demand. The 1957 D Wheat Penny had a very large production, making ordinary examples common, but special varieties, errors, and exceptionally preserved pieces can command much higher prices. Careful examination under good lighting may reveal interesting features, such as strong strike quality, double details, or original mint luster, that increase collector interest beyond the value of an ordinary circulated coin. A rough, dusty 1957 D Wheat Penny usually shows heavy signs of circulation, including worn lettering, flattened wheat ears, dark toning, dirt buildup, and surface marks. While these conditions reduce collector grade, they do not automatically eliminate value. Many collectors enjoy owning circulated examples because they represent genuine history and are affordable additions to a wheat penny collection. Cleaning such a coin is never recommended because cleaning often damages the natural surface and can reduce collector appeal. Experienced collectors prefer original, untouched coins, even when they appear old, dusty, or dark, because originality is considered more valuable than artificial brightness. The current market value of a normal 1957 D Wheat Penny in rough circulated condition usually falls between $1 and $5, depending on overall wear, eye appeal, and collector demand. Better circulated examples with stronger details may sell for $10 to $25, while uncirculated coins with original red color can reach $50, $100, or more. High-grade certified examples have sold for several $100s, especially when outstanding preservation is confirmed by professional grading services. Rare mint error versions, including dramatic double dies, off-center strikes, or other unusual production mistakes, may reach hundreds or even thousands of dollars because collectors compete strongly for these unusual pieces. Collectors searching for valuable 1957 D Wheat Pennies always inspect several unique features. They check the mint mark for authenticity and placement. They study the date for any signs of doubling. They examine the lettering around the rim and inspect the wheat ears for sharpness. They also evaluate the coin color because original red copper surfaces are much scarcer after many decades than brown circulated examples. Another important factor is whether the coin has been cleaned, damaged, or altered, since untouched original surfaces almost always attract stronger interest from experienced buyers and professional dealers. The popularity of wheat pennies continues to grow because they connect modern collectors with everyday American history. Each 1957 D Wheat Penny passed through countless hands during its lifetime and may have been used to buy food, newspapers, candy, or other daily necessities before eventually finding its way into collections. Many people Still discover these coins inside old family jars, inherited collections, forgotten piggy banks and estate boxes. Such discoveries create excitement, because even a single overlooked coin can become a valuable collectible, especially if it displays unusual characteristics or exceptional preservation. Compared with ordinary circulated examples, professional grading plays a major role in determining the final value of a 1957 wheat penny. Grading experts carefully evaluate where surface quality strikes strength, color, and originality before assigning an official grade. Higher grades generally mean higher prices, because fewer coins survive in outstanding condition. Certified coins also provide confidence for buyers and sellers, making them easier to trade in the collector market. Although most rough circulated coins remain affordable, every collector understands that hidden treasures occasionally appear, making every old wheat penny worth a closer look before spending or selling it. The 1957 wheat penny remains one of the most fascinating Lincoln cents, because it combines rich American history, classic design, strong collector demand, and the possibility of discovering unexpected value. A rough, dusty example may seem ordinary at first glance, yet it still carries decades of history and can be worth more than its face value, while rare era varieties and exceptional high-grade pieces can bring impressive prices measured in hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That is why collectors continue examining every wheat penny carefully, because one small copper coin with a tiny D mint mark could become an exciting collectible and a rewarding find in today's rare coin market. Next up, the 1941 wheat penny without a mint mark is one of the classic Lincoln wheat cents that continues to attract collectors across the world, because it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark on regular 1-cent coins. During that period, this historic coin belongs to the famous wheat penny series that began in 1909 and remained in production until 1958. The front of the coin displays the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse features 2 wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. The 1941 issue represents an important chapter in American coinage, because it was produced just before the United States entered World War II, making it a fascinating piece of history that has survived through generations. The history of the 1941 wheat penny reflects a time when America was preparing for major changes in the world economy, industry, and agriculture were expanding. While millions of these pennies were produced for everyday commerce, the Philadelphia Mint worked continuously to meet the growing demand for 1-cent coins, and every coin struck without a mint mark became part of daily life. People used these coins to buy groceries, newspapers, candy, and household goods. Few imagined that decades later these ordinary pennies would become collectible treasures admired by coin enthusiasts who appreciate both their historical importance and their connection to one of the most memorable periods in American history. One of the most important features of the 1941 wheat penny is that it carries no mint mark beneath the date. This is completely normal, because coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint during that era did not display a mint mark. Many beginners mistakenly believe the missing mint mark is an error, but experienced collectors know it identifies the coin as a Philadelphia issue. The coin is made from 95% copper, small amount of tin and zinc, giving it its classic bronze appearance. It weighs about 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter, making it identical in size to other wheat pennies of the same period. A 1941 wheat penny in fine condition still displays many attractive details that collectors enjoy. Lincoln facial features remain visible, while the lettering around the rim stays clear and readable. The wheat ears on the reverse retain noticeable lines, although some wear is present from circulation. The surfaces may show light brown toning from age, but the overall design remains attractive. Coins in fine condition are much more desirable than heavily worn examples, because they preserve more of the original design while remaining affordable for many collectors building complete wheat penny collections. Collectors searching for valuable 1941 wheat pennies pay close attention to several unique features. They carefully inspect the date, lettering, wheat ears, and Lincoln portrait for unusual characteristics. Mint errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and dramatic die cracks can greatly increase collector interest. Original surfaces are also extremely important, because coins that have never been cleaned usually receive stronger demand. Natural color, sharp details, and even wear all contribute to collector appeal, while damaged or polished examples generally bring lower prices in the marketplace. The current market value of a normal 1941 wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition usually ranges from $2 to $8, depending on eye appeal and overall quality. Better examples with stronger details and attractive original surfaces often sell for $10 to $30. Uncirculated coins with original red copper color may reach $100 or more. Certified high-grade examples can sell for several $100s, while rare mint era varieties with dramatic production mistakes have reached thousands of dollars in auctions, because collectors compete strongly for unusual and well-preserved pieces. The popularity of the 1941 wheat penny continues to grow, because it combines historical importance with classic American coin design. Many collectors first become interested in coins after discovering wheat pennies in old family collections, coin jars, or inherited boxes. Even though millions were originally produced, far fewer remain in attractive collectible condition today. Time, circulation, and environmental damage have reduced the number of quality examples, making well-preserved coins increasingly desirable among collectors who value originality and historical significance. Professional grading has become an important part of determining the value of a 1941 wheat penny. Independent grading experts examine every detail, including wear, strike quality, color, surface preservation, and authenticity, before assigning an official grade. Higher grades usually result in significantly higher values, because outstanding examples become much harder to find. Certified coins also provide confidence to buyers and sellers, making them easier to trade through dealers' auctions and collector marketplaces around the world. Another reason the 1941 wheat penny remains highly respected is its connection to the final decades of the famous wheat reverse design introduced in 1909. This iconic design remained unchanged until it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. Every surviving 1941 wheat penny represents a small piece of American history that passed through countless hands during everyday commerce, before eventually finding its way into collections. Each coin carries its own story and reminds collectors of an era when even the smallest denomination played an essential role in daily life. The 1941 wheat penny, without a mint mark, in fine condition, remains favorite among collectors because it offers history, beauty, affordability, and the exciting possibility of hidden value. While most examples sell for only a few dollars, exceptional uncirculated pieces and rare era coins can command hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's collector market. That is why experienced collectors always examine every 1941 wheat penny carefully, looking for original surfaces, strong details, unusual errors, and outstanding preservation, because one ordinary-looking 1-cent coin could become an impressive collectible worth far more than its face value and continue to grow in value for future generations. Next up, the 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark is one of the most interesting Lincoln wheat cents collected today because it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, where regular 1-cent coins of that period were struck without a mint mark. This famous coin belongs to the historic wheat penny series that began in 1909 and continued until 1958, before the Lincoln Memorial design replaced the wheat ears. The front features the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, while reverse displays 2 wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. Even though millions of these coins entered circulation, the 1950 Philadelphia wheat penny continues to attract collectors because of its historical importance, classic design, and the possibility of finding valuable examples among old collections. The history of the 1950 wheat penny reflects a period when the United States was experiencing economic growth after the end of World War II. Daily commerce required enormous numbers of 1-cent coins, and the Philadelphia Mint worked continuously to meet public demand. These pennies passed through the hands of millions of Americans and were used to purchase everyday items such as bread, newspapers, candy, and household goods. At the time, very few people considered these coins valuable because they were simply part of normal circulation. Decades later, collectors began searching for surviving examples because every wheat represents an important chapter in American history and coin collecting. One of the most important features of the 1950 wheat penny is the absence of a mint mark beneath the date. This is completely normal and identifies the coin as having been struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Many beginners mistakenly believe the missing mint mark is a rare error, but experienced collectors understand that Philadelphia coins from this era were produced without one. The coin is made from 95% copper with a small amount of tin and zinc, giving it its traditional bronze appearance. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter, making it consistent with other wheat pennies of the same period. A dirty 1950 wheat penny often appears dark brown, black, or heavily toned because of decades spent in circulation or storage. Dirt, dust, and natural oxidation can cover the surfaces, making the design look less attractive at first glance. Experienced collectors know that dirt alone does not determine value. In fact, many collectors prefer original untouched coins because cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce collector interest. A naturally aged coin with honest wear is usually considered more desirable than one that has been polished or artificially brightened, because originality is an important factor in coin collecting. Collectors carefully inspect every 1950 wheat penny for unique features that may increase its value. They examine the portrait of Lincoln, the date, the lettering, and the wheat ears for sharpness and unusual characteristics. They also search for mint errors such as double dies, die cracks, off-center strikes, clip planchets, or other production mistakes that occurred during the minting process. Although these errors are uncommon, they can transform an ordinary-looking penny into a highly desirable collectible worth much more than a standard example. Strong strikes, attractive natural color, and original surfaces also contribute to collector demand. The current market value of a normal 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark in dirty circulated condition usually ranges from $1 to $5 depending on the amount of wear and the overall appearance. A better preserved circulated example may sell for $5 to $20. Coins that remain uncirculated with original red copper color often reach $50 to $150 or more. Certified high grade examples can sell for several $100s, while rare mint era coins with dramatic and verified production mistakes have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at major coin auctions. because collectors compete strongly for exceptional pieces. Another reason collectors appreciate the 1950 wheat penny is its connection to the final decade of the famous wheat reverse design. Only a few years later, the United States Mint replaced the wheat ears with the Lincoln Memorial reverse, making every wheat penny a reminder of an earlier era. Each surviving coin carries signs of the journey it has taken through history, whether found inside an old coin jar, family collection, estate box, or forgotten drawer. Every 1950 wheat penny tells a story about the people who once used it in everyday life before it became a collectible item. Professional grading plays an important role in determining the true value of a 1950 wheat penny. Expert grading companies carefully examine every detail, including wear, strike quality, surface preservation, originality, and color, before assigning an official grade. Even a dirty coin can receive collector attention if it remains original and undamaged. Higher-graded coins almost always command stronger prices, because few examples survive in excellent condition after many decades. Certified coins also provide buyers with confidence regarding authenticity and quality, making them easier to buy and sell in the collector marketplace. The popularity of the 1950 wheat penny continues to grow because it offers collectors an affordable opportunity to own a genuine piece of American history. Many beginners start their collections with wheat pennies because they are interesting, educational, and widely recognized. Experienced collectors continue searching through rolls, estate collections, and old savings jars, hoping to discover rare varieties, valuable mint errors, or unusually well-preserved examples. Hidden treasures still appear from time to time, proving that patience, knowledge, and careful examination remain important parts of successful coin collecting. The 1950 wheat penny, without a mint mark, in dirty condition, remains a fascinating coin because it combines historical significance, classic American design, and the possibility of surprising value. While most circulated examples are worth only a few dollars, exceptional uncirculated coins and verified mint error varieties can be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars in today's rare coin market. That is why collectors never overlook an old dirty wheat penny, because beneath years of natural aging, there may be an authentic collectible with remarkable history, unique features, and a market value far greater than its original 1-cent face value. Next up, the 1945 wheat penny is one of the most collected American coins because it represents the final year of World War II and carries a powerful connection to an important moment in history. This small 1-cent coin features the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and 2 wheat ears on the reverse, which is why collectors call it the wheat penny. The 1945 issue was produced in enormous numbers, but millions of coins were used every day for decades, making high-quality examples much harder to find today. Even common-looking pieces can attract attention when they have interesting characteristics, strong eye appeal, or unusual minting details. A 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and many collectors search for these coins because they are part of every complete wheat penny collection. The history of the 1945 no mint mark wheat penny begins during the closing months of World War II. The United States economy was expanding after years of wartime production. The Philadelphia Mint worked around the clock, producing millions of coins for commerce, and the 1-cent coin remained one of the most important pieces of everyday money. Unlike the famous steel pennies of 1943, the 1945 wheat penny returned to its normal bronze composition, which gave it the familiar reddish-brown appearance. Although these coins were made in huge quantities, they traveled through countless hands over many decades, leaving only a small number in exceptional condition. Today, every surviving example tells a story about American history and everyday life during a remarkable period. A dusty 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark often attracts curiosity because many old collections and forgotten jars contain coins that have not been cleaned or handled for years. Dust on the surface does not automatically reduce the value because experienced collectors usually prefer original surfaces instead of harshly cleaned coins. Natural aging can create attractive color and texture that shows the coin has remained untouched for a long time. If the dust can be removed safely by a professional without damaging the surface, the coin may reveal beautiful details underneath. Cleaning at home with chemicals or abrasive materials is never recommended because even a small scratch can reduce collector value significantly. The most important feature of the 1945 no mint mark wheat penny is the absence of a mint mark below the date, which identifies it as a Philadelphia issue. The obverse displays Victor David Brenner's classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse features 2 detailed wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. The coin is composed primarily of copper with a small amount of tin and zinc, giving it durability and a distinctive appearance. Collectors also examine the sharpness of Lincoln's hair, the wheat lines, the lettering, and the date because these details help determine the overall grade and desirability of the coin. Another reason collectors study the 1945 wheat penny is the possibility of valuable mint errors and die varieties. Although most coins are ordinary, some rare examples show doubled lettering, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, repunched features, or other production mistakes created during the minting process. These unusual varieties can transform common 1-cent coin into a highly desirable collectible worth many times more than its normal value. Careful examination under proper lighting and magnification is essential because tiny details can make an enormous difference in price. Serious collectors often compare suspicious coins with authenticated examples before making any conclusions. Condition plays the biggest role in determining the value of a 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark. A heavily worn coin with dusty surfaces usually sells for only a small premium over face value. If no rare error is present, a well-preserved coin with strong detail, attractive natural color and minimal wear becomes much more desirable. Coins graded mint state by professional grading services can command impressive prices because untouched examples become increasingly difficult to locate. Every year, even original brown coins with excellent detail are respected by collectors when they have not been cleaned or damaged. The current market value of a regular 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark depends on condition and collector demand. A circulated example in average condition generally sells for about $1 to $5. A better preserved coin with stronger details often brings $10 to $30. Uncirculated pieces frequently sell for $50 to $150, while exceptional certified mint state examples can reach $300, $500 or even more at major auctions. Rare error coins or unusually high-grade specimens have sold for $1,000, several $1,000s, and in extraordinary cases even higher depending on rarity. Certification and competitive bidding. Collectors always recommend examining every 1945 wheat penny carefully because hidden value is not always visible at first glance. Look closely at the date, the lettering, the edges, and the reverse design for unusual characteristics. Original color, sharp details, and the absence of cleaning marks increase desirability. Professional grading companies can authenticate the coin, confirm any rare variety, and assign an official grade that gives buyers greater confidence. Certified examples usually achieve stronger prices because collectors trust the independent evaluation and authenticity provided by respected grading services. Many exciting discoveries have been made from old family collections, estate boxes, forgotten piggy banks, and dusty storage containers, proving that valuable coins can still appear in unexpected places. A dusty appearance alone does not determine whether a coin is valuable because rarity, condition, originality, and mint errors all contribute to market demand. Every collector dreams of finding an overlooked treasure, and the 1945 no mint mark wheat penny continues to inspire that excitement because each coin has the potential to reveal something unusual after careful inspection. The 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark remains one of the most fascinating Lincoln cents for collectors around the world because it combines historical importance, classic design, and the possibility of surprising value. Whether your coin is dusty, worn, bright, or beautifully preserved, it deserves a careful examination before being sold. A normal example may be worth only a few dollars, while a high-grade specimen or a rare error variety can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, making this humble 1-cent coin an exciting reminder that extraordinary value can sometimes be hidden inside the smallest pieces of everyday history. Thanks for watching.